What is the scarcity effect? The scarcity effect is the cognitive bias that makes people place a higher value on an object that is scarce and a lower value on one that is available in abundance. Scarcity is associated in our brains with something positive, luxurious and exclusive, as we automatically assume that it is scarce because everyone wants or has already bought this product and therefore it must be a good product. In other words, scarce objects arouse our interests and so immediately become more desirable than a product that is readily available. In 1975, researchers Wushel, Lee, and Adewale wanted to know how people would value cookies in two identical glass jars. One jar held 10 cookies while the other contained just 2 stragglers. Which cookies would people value more? Though the cookies and jars were identical, participants valued the ones in the near-empty jar more highly. Scarcity had somehow affected their perception of value. There are many theories as to why this was the case. For one, scarcity may signal something about the product. If there are less of an item, the thinking goes, it might be because other people know something you don't. Namely, the cookies in the almost empty jar are the numia choice. One look at hotel search results on Booking.com, and you'll see they do a lot of things right. You see star ratings, social proof, and discounts. But the most impressive is its use of scarcity. To convince people to book a room right then, it uses messaging like, only 2 rooms left at this price. The limited quantity makes people think there's a reason why it's booked up, and they should be the ones who take the last remaining rooms. They'll miss out otherwise. Many brands make use of this through the way they market their products. By offering limited edition products, flash sales, or only producing something in limited supply, brands are able to stimulate demand. For example, just one day after Apple launched the last iPhone, stocks had already sold out, which in turn made even more people want to buy it because it generated the scarcity effect and automatically branded it as a luxury item that people were willing to queue for hours to have. Scarcity versus urgency. Similar to scarcity, urgency is another psychological trigger that causes people to buy. They're often confused, but there is a slight difference. Urgency is limited time offers. Messaging like, buy now before the pricing changes, flash sales, and countdown timers convince someone to buy now, rather than later. People have a limited amount of time to claim it. Scarcity, on the other hand, refers to limited quantities, such as stock levels, seat numbers, or tickets. It can create a sense of urgency to push those limited numbers, but the idea is that only a few people can get them at any one time. It's best practice to usually implement just one of these FOMO tactics per call to action. Otherwise, you risk overplaying your hand and coming off as disingenuous. An important note on using scarcity marketing. Before we jump into the scarcity marketing tactics, we have an important note. Don't overuse it. Customers are savvy. They know when a marketer is trying to pull the wool over their eyes. Always running limited offers is not only disingenuous, but totally noticeable. Eyebrows will be raised if all your products constantly have just one left in stock, and each scarcity campaign you do after that will become less impactful. In fact, one study discovered that it could backfire entirely. When consumers interpreted scarcity claims as a sales tactic, the positive effect of scarcity claims on product evaluation would be diluted. So, while scarcity marketing can work wonders, use it wisely and authentically.